Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samson, the Roadman, and today I want to make a very short video today, and I'll simply be talking about the previous two videos that I actually put out, where I was talking to people in the diaspora, and specifically Zambians in the diaspora, like in the UK, in the USA. And I did those two videos showing you guys some places that you can actually invest in terms of like you building your own house, like back home here in Zambia. Okay, but then I know some of you may have thought, okay, this video is not made in good faith because of maybe the language, and to be specific, I'll repeat that one. Because in those two videos which I made, I actually said this is for those in the diaspora that don't have like lots of money, so yeah, because I feel there are other people that are in the diaspora but they're being squeezed, like of course they may have like credit, maybe they're being taken advantage of because of their relatives back home here, or maybe they have a burden to take care of their relatives back home, so they end up working like hand to mouth, like pay all these things back in the UK, and also have to feed like your family back home here in Zambia. So those may have actually been some of the reasons why you're not able to build your life, and in terms of like building back home, you're not engaging in that because of such kind of reasons. Yeah, but then I wanted to address you in those two videos to show you some areas where I personally felt that you can actually invest in those areas, even if you've got only a small amount of money, and I understand. Let me just looking at I'm not a person that have lived like in the UK or in the USA, but from what I know so far is that for somebody that is living in the USA, in the UK, life is not like easy. It's not like smooth sailing always. Yes, you can have like some time, you can have some time to go out, have fun and things like that, but you spend, I understand that people in the diaspora actually spend most of their time working, because they have lots of things to pay for. And also I understand that sometimes like in places like the UK, the more work you do, the higher the taxes you pay, so, and definitely I understand also that most if you look at the UK government, the British government, if I put it that way, most of they make their money through taxes, taxes, like income taxes. What you guys earn from your job is what is actually on top, but then that's their main way of making money. And then the second one is, of course, if you have a business in the UK, you pay VAT, value added tax, and that is the second way of them making money. So the higher the more jobs you do, the higher your taxes. That's how it works, but then for you to try to match up, like you want to make a lot of money, you find that they're also getting lots of money away from you, so that puts you in a very awkward situation. But then you may also have, maybe you got some credit from different institutions, and you'll be looking forward like to pay back loans that you've gotten from these kind of institutions. So you may be put in a corner, and that way that's why some people actually get stuck in those situations, stuck in the UK, because you can't go back home if you're owing some companies in the UK. You have to pay. You need to clear your credit and stuff like that, just for you to be able to move away and come back home. So others have ended up like spending the rest of their life there, not that they like it, but because they've got these credits and loans and stuff that are actually making them get stuck. It may not be you, but there are other people that I've heard that actually are stuck in such kind of a situation. So financial situations like that may hinder your progress. Like, there's no way somebody can be working from 05 in the morning to 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 to, to, to 8 p.m. in the evenings. It's not okay, and that's the reason why some people end up dying. And if you look at people that are dying, even in the UK, at an early age, it's the young people, and these are immigrants, people that have come from Africa and they've gone to the UK for greener pastures, and then because they want to fight, work hard, and build back home, or they want to fight and work hard and pay back the loans which they've gotten, the mortgages, clear everything and stuff like that. So you find that because of the pressure of the work, if you're working too much, you end up developing certain diseases that are not even that common, but these are diseases that come as a result of you working so hard. You need time to relax. But you can't relax if you've got credit. I mean, who does that? So you need to look at things like that. Those are some of the things that may actually be hindering you from building back home, of where the first reason why you went to the USA is to better your life, better your income. But to some people that I've talked to, it's not the case. They are always working. So those are the people that I was trying to address in those videos, so that at least I was actually saying, look guys, if you're in the diaspora and you feel, hey, you're not making enough money for you to build back home, it will be a shame for you to come back from the diaspora empty-handed, if I may put it that way. Empty-handed. So, and yet you've been there for maybe 15 years, 20 years, you're just working. People are not going to understand that, hey, life is also hard in the diaspora. So what I was trying to say is that, look, you can start from somewhere, build a small house, even in such a neighborhood, such a neighborhood. Others were laughing and telling me to say, hey, Samson, where you've bought land. I remember at the time when I was just when I just bought this particular piece of land, somebody was telling me to say, look, that place is disorganized, you can't, it's not a good place, you can't live in such a place. But me, I was like, look, I'm looking at my pocket as well. I can't afford to buy a house. I can't afford to buy land in I can't afford to buy land in Minhood. I can't afford to buy land in Kablonga, in Ibex Hill. Those places are very expensive for people like me. So yeah, others would say that, but I settled here, and this is my little cottage. I still have a bit of land from this wall fence going down all the way to that place. This is now, my land is a 38 by 33. That's how big the land is. 38 by 33. Yeah, that's how big it is. So the thing is, I can build here. If I want, I can put some chicken runs down there for the runners. Actually, maybe sometime in future we can put there. If I want, I can build another house here and put it on rental. I can build another one there and put it on rental if I want. Even this side, I can still put another house. So I can build even 3 more houses on this piece of land. Now look at it in this way. If me, who is in Zambia, who is struggling, on YouTube, I'm actually going to make a video, show you guys how much I get paid on YouTube. It's not, I've never been paid more than $300 but here we are. We're able to use the little that we have, and also with the help of others, of course, we're able to buy this particular land, and we're moving forward. Now imagine you who is working, you even have an opportunity to save a 15,000 kwacha, a 20,000 kwacha every month. Why can't you get into that, save a bit, and build a house right here in a place like this? I think this area is called Kahale, but of course there's Kakoma on the other side, and even on this other side there's also another Kakoma. So I think those 2 videos were actually based on the 2 areas. Like there's Kakoma on this other side. You can see where there's that tower over there. So I walked around that area, and then the other Kakoma is on this other side. where I also made a video which I posted I think yesterday, so you guys check it out. So what I was simply saying is that you can start small, build a house. Like here, you can see there's my neighbor over there. He has a very beautiful house. He's built a house here. He's living peacefully with his wife. There are other people. If you look at these big houses which are here, these houses, they're not like sitting on big land. No, they're sitting on a 20 by 20, 20 by 30, others even on 20 by 15. So, but they've built them nicely. They even have water. They're using solar, and everything is working out perfect. Now imagine you come back from the UK after 15 years or maybe 20 years and you haven't achieved anything. You just come with your bags. You come, people are simply going to laugh at you. They'll be saying, the pressure that is there. You understand what you are going through in the UK, what you are going through in the UK. But people back home, they're not even going to look at that. They're going to be laughing at you. So what I was trying to say in this video is to show you guys a potential area that you can actually invest in, because it's not easy to live in the UK and then come back empty-handed, So at least divert a bit of your money. Even if I was actually saying that here you can buy land for 35,000 kwacha, which is simply about 1,200 US dollars, or about 1,100 US dollars. You can buy land here, and you only need about 250,000 kwacha to 300,000 kwacha for you to build a three-bedroomed house on a piece of land that is maybe a 20 by 20 or 20 by 30. You can do that within that amount of money. So now, if you have that, for example, even here in Kale Village, you have a house. Let's say, for example, this is your land. You've built a three-bedroomed house over here. You have a borehole over here. Maybe you even have an orchard over this side. You have a borehole. You've water. You've got everything running on solar. And then you come back from the UK. Who is going to laugh at you? Who can laugh at you when you have at least a house where you can spend the rest of your life? So I was basically trying to put this to those that are in the diaspora and are not doing well. Then you may be struggling, you may not be doing well, but your family back home, they don't understand any of that. They will simply be calling you, say, send money, send this. But now imagine you come back, they're expecting a lot from you, and then you come back with nothing, totally nothing. They are going to laugh at you, because others may be pressuring you, yet they're even doing better here in Zambia. They've got beautiful houses, but just because they know they have this name, like you're living in the UK, they think you've got so much money. And that's the reason why some of you are actually getting swindled. You're getting swindled because people, they're in the diaspora, they are making money. So if you actually had somebody tell me this story, that they sent some money to a brother, they sent some money to a brother back here in Zambia, and for some business, like this brother should start a business, they should, for the family, so that he can sustain his family, he can live well, he can live better, so they sent them, I think, about 3,000 US dollars. And then what does this guy do? He eats the money, he eats the money, all the money. And then after a few months, again, they started begging the same lady in the USA to say, hey, send us money, this and this. But what happened to that money? The money which was sent that you are going to start a business. So people take advantage of you because of the name that you're living in the USA, you're living in Canada, you're living in the UK, and they expect you to have like money. But what you can do, what I can tell you is that these areas that I showed you in those two videos, if this video is for you, those areas are developing. Now, it's not only these areas, there are many other areas on the other side of Lusaka, in Chongwe, even in Chongwe. You buy land in Chongwe. Buy land, build your house. if you don't like it later on when you get lots of money, you don't like that house, sell it. Like sell it. Sell it, and then you buy in Minhood, or you buy in whatever area that that pleases you. Because now at least you have somewhere to start from. You have a house where you can live if things go bad. You can come and live even in Chongo. You can come and live even in this particular setup, this village, right here in the Kahale village. Nobody is going to laugh at you. Now there's even that saying which goes like in Zambia. It actually says mayadi ni paweka. Mayadi ni paweka, meaning if you're you want to live a luxury, it's you to make it luxury. You can live like in this particular neighborhood, build your house, like I was saying, build a big house here. Even you can even start business if your plot is quite big. You can even start business, have solar, and have everything in that particular house. When you enter your yard, the moment you enter your yard, you'll be living in luxury. Outside, yes, there may be some disorganization. You're seeing lots of small houses. Maybe there's even noise by the neighbors' children. They're making noise and stuff like that. But when you enter into your yard, you should have that feel that you should forget that you're actually in a ghetto, or you're living in a neighborhood that is disorganized. So that is the point. Make sure that you start from there. Build even a small house, a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom house. It is okay. Nobody is going to laugh at you when you come back home. And I was just trying to say in the other video also that if you want to buy properties, if you want to buy land in Zambia, you can actually contact me. That is if you think your relatives can actually swindle you, or your relatives can actually take advantage of you and misuse the money. You can actually use me as Samson the Roadman. I have a presence on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok. You can find me. I have what do you call them? I think the courts and the police say persons of fixed abode. Yeah. So I have a house here. This is where I live. So yeah. So basically, that is what I was saying in that particular video, and I want to encourage each and every one of you in the diaspora, those that are still struggling, they haven't settled, even after so many years, you still have a chance. You still have a chance. You can come back to Zambia and build your house in whatever area, provided there's transport there. You can get to that place and get to town in Lusaka, go to that place, go to town in Lusaka, then you're okay. That place is not far. There's no place that is far, and that's why we always say, ask me about plots, and then I tell them, then they're saying, it's far. The question that you should be asking is, far from where? Like far, yes, far from where? That's the thing, because everything that you need, you can buy them within. Like here, I can buy whatever that I need. I don't need to go to town to buy things like the home things. I can buy mini meal here. I can buy sugar. I can buy whatever that I want right in this particular village. There are shops. So far from where? That's a question that people need to be asking. So otherwise, buy land. You can't say land is too far. The land is too far. Far from where? So those are the things that you need to be looking at. When I was making those videos, I was actually showing you guys, I actually showed you the buses that were coming from town, coming to this particular area. I showed you some buses that were in my previous video, the route which buses use and where you can actually get into that bus. So I'm not saying you'll be using buses. Some of you you buy even cars. You have your own cars. I showed you the routes which are there, the roads which are there, that they are passable, vehicles are coming, people are working from town, they knock off at 17, 18, they come to this particular area. So the issue of saying it's far, it should, the idea of saying this particular place is far, it is something that you shouldn't be considering. Just buy land, provided there's transportation, there's proper road network. Buy land, buy land, buy land. This is the time. I can tell you, if you see how the Chinese people, how the Indians, how the Rwandanese, our colleagues from Rwanda, how they are buying land here, you can be shocked. People are buying land, and you Zambians in the diaspora, you're still you are in a wait and see kind of scenario. You know, money is not going to come at once. Whatever that you are getting right now, make sure that you invest it back home in Zambia. Make sure that you invest it wisely in properties. And now, like I said, if you think, this one is going to swindle me, I can tell you a number of people that I've helped buy land. Some of you, if you're watching and I helped you buy land, make sure that you comment in the comments down below so that people can see, because I've helped a number of people in the UK. I think I've helped more than 6 people to buy properties. In USA, I've helped about 3 people to buy land, and now they are building. Somebody from Canada, somebody from Australia, somebody from Norway. I helped those to buy farmland, like in Kasisi area, in Chongwe, that side, and somebody in Chisamba. So there are testimonies. People have helped that are okay now. They've bought their land, they are okay, be it traditional, be it on title. Make sure that you contact me and we get to talk about these things. It's not too late. It's not too late for you to actually buy land in Zambia. The Chinese people, the levels at which the Indians are actually buying properties in Zambia is alarming. People are buying, and these people come with lots of money. So they are buying land, and if you be saying, for example, hey, Kale village where you are is too far, my friend, you are going to find yourself even further than this. So make sure that you utilize this opportunity. I've shown you guys a number of places where land is being sold, and just to be sure, to be straight with everybody here, I do charge for me to actually find you land. I do charge. I don't charge like others do. Others do like 5% of the price you're going to buy that land. I get 5% of it. No, I have my own charges. So make sure that you contact me on this particular number or a WhatsApp line, and then we can get talking. So yeah, I'm still here in Kahale village, and the sun is actually settling right now. So yeah, this is how it is. So you guys, let me know what you think, and if you've got those challenges that I've actually highlighted in this particular video, like trust issues back home, like people will swindle you, I am there to support you. I'm there to help you. If you've got you are building, you have a property, and you think there's nobody to supervise for you, I can actually be that guy that can actually be supervising your workers as they are working, as they are doing the construction, the builders as they are building. I can be there to see to it that they are doing it according to what you want. So others have built a bit and then they've abandoned the projects because maybe somebody ate their money and things like that. Maybe the builder didn't do a good job, but I am that guy you can contact back home here in Zambia, and I'll do a perfect job for you, I promise. So yeah, I think that is it. I'll end this video from here today. Thank you so much. My name is Samson the Roadman. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye guys, take care of yourselves, and make sure that you contact me on this WhatsApp line. I'll see you.